Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 12 of Full Throttle Infinitely Wide, the Motorsports Community Podcast. I'm Preston, and I'm joined by Mike and Craig.
Yo.
Hello.
Alright, so we got a somewhat loaded episode for tonight. We're going to be talking about the NASCAR Cross and Truck Series race at Texas. We're going to be talking about the Formula 2 and Formula 1 races in Miami, both sprint and feature, or in the case of F1, sprint and Grand Prix. We're going to talk about the NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series race at Texas. We're going to talk about the IMSA WeatherTech SportsCar Championship at Laguna Seca. And then finally, we'll talk about the NASCAR Cup Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. So, let's start off with the truck race, of course. And I admittedly fell asleep because work schedule. But Carson Hocevar got the win after leading 76 laps, which is pretty cool. I'm honestly surprised that Kyle Busch finished second, considering I could have sworn I saw his right side was kind of messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you have something to say about this?
It was one of the best races I've seen at Texas in a long time.
Yeah.
It was. I usually don't enjoy Texas as a track as a whole.
Yeah,
but the Truck Series race put on a great show.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Texas. the track, not the state. Fellow Connecticut native Parker Kligerman finished 11th. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I was proud for how Parker did that race, and I was shocked to see a 3-wide ending for. I was hoping for Ruggiero to win it. But
I did have a pretty good laugh at the numbers of the top four.
Oh gosh. 7, and is it another 7?
No.
Third was Caden Honeycutt. He's number 11.
Oh no.
It was 77, 7, 11, and 1.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It could have been another 1 and a 7 if Ruggiero stayed in it.
Yeah. And there were 8 trucks that DNF from the race, those being Justin Haley, Tanner Gray, Jake Garcia, Andres Perez, Grant Enfinger, Connor Jones, Corey Roper, and Cole Butcher. So was there like a pileup that I missed or something?
I know someone took a hell of a ride through the grass.
Yeah.
I forget who that was.
Why is it every time we go to a dogleg? No, not a dogleg. Atlanta, Texas, Charlotte stuff. Something has to happen to the grass.
I don't know why the name of the driver is slipping my mind at the moment. But someone
Andres
did like
Perez de Lara did that.
That's the one, yeah. He did a Dukes of Hazzard jump through the grass.
Yeah.
Or was it Connor Jones?
The number 16, I believe.
Oh, 16?
Yeah. So, ready to move on to the F2 sprint
Oh, no,
race?
that was Justin Haley. Sorry.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? That was Justin Haley.
Yeah. F2 sprint race. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. So, for the F2 sprint race, it was a good race for the most part. Not a lot of incidents. We did have 4 drivers DNF, but, it's not necessarily like a terrible thing. It's not necessarily the sign of a terrible race. DNFs happen. This is motorsports we're talking about. And the winner of the sprint race was Nicholas Soloff. And, at least it didn't, rain a lot in this race. Unlike the feature race, which we'll talk about later. Did you guys get a chance to see it? I forgot.
I did not.
I did not.
Yeah.
But the only thing I heard that was good news was Colton Herta. That was it. That's the only news I heard. So.
Yeah, Colton Herta finished 15th in the sprint race. I was hoping he'd do better. Yeah. Same with Sebastian Montoya. Also, I keep forgetting that F2 still uses the DRS while F1 no longer does. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. So, also, if I remember correctly, in that sprint race, a lot of drivers, like, or maybe not a lot, but at least a couple of them, like, inadvertently took shortcuts because their tires wouldn't play ball or they're locking up their brakes. But they did manage to avoid penalties because they, slowed down. It's like that, go ahead and insert your iRacing jokes with the spotter saying, they say you cut the course, you have to slow down and give it the time gained. And they did.
Yep.
All right. So, the F1 sprint race. This was won by Lando Norris with his fellow McLaren driver Oscar Piastri finishing second. And rounding out the podium for the sprint race was Charles Leclerc.
Which I was not surprised of. I was expecting that to happen during a sprint.
Yeah.
Because it's always the long run that the Mercedes take it, but whenever it's a sprint, it's always the others.
Yeah. Also, Kimi Antonelli exceeded track limits too many times, and he ended up getting a 5-second penalty as a result. There was a driver also who got completely disqualified, that being Gabriel Bortoleto for a technical nonconformity. I think it was something with his engine.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember all the words about that. And also, we had two drivers that didn't even start. Those being Nico Hulkenberg and Arvid Lindblad. So, a bit of a hectic sprint race, I would say. And then we move on to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. It looked like Justin Allgaier was going to win it, but in the end, Kyle Larson won, much to Sunburst's happiness.
Yes, but no. I was actually hoping for Zilich, but
yeah. Also,
Cruz says otherwise.
Yeah. By the way, for context, folks, Craig's nickname is Sunburst. I'm kind of used to calling him Sunburst, so apologies for that. Larson led 93 laps and Allgaier led 54. They dominated this race.
Indeed, they did.
Yep. And 5 drivers DNF'd, those being Roger Carruth, Austin Green, Brad Perez, Corey Day, and Dawson Cram. It was a really tough break for Day and Cram, especially considering they're involved in a lap 1 wreck. I don't think anyone. I expected that lap 1 wreck. I certainly didn't, but it happens sometimes.
But watch out for oncoming traffic, says the pace car.
Yeah. Remind me, who was it that nearly ran into the pace car?
Maggio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was superb dodging skills right there.
Indeed. I was shocked at it. They just... It reminded me of the last race of the season last year for Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of the barrier, it's a car, and the Corvette actually went to do a sharp turn.
Yeah. So before we move on to the F2 feature race, I just remembered. Well, not just remembered. I remembered a few minutes ago. We were attempting to do this at the start, but I just forgot. Until now, we unfortunately lost Alex Zanardi, who you may remember from his kart and F1 days. He passed away recently at the age of 59. We don't know the cause of death. I'm kind of certain the Zanardi family is going to keep it private, and if that is the case, that's their decision. I respect it. I'm sure we all respect it. So before we continue, we're going to have a moment of silence. And we're good. All right.
Hmm.
So, rest in peace, Alex. We're going to miss you.
Rest in peace, my man.
All right. So, the F2 feature race. My God, this was a total cluster, you know what, with all that rain. And the winner of the race was Gabriel Mini. Hopefully I pronounced that name right. Driving for MP Motorsport. But my God, it was like just so much rain. We had a driver who didn't start, that being Belinsky, driving for DAMS Lucas Oil. The sprint race winner, Soloff, he got into an early crash and actually finished last. Last of the drivers that started, I mean. But my God, this race, like, everything just went to hell in a handbasket. You know what I'm saying? Like, just all the rain, all the debris, all the accidents. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a terrible race, but could have been better. But I know, like, rain is uncontrollable, you know? So, anyway, let's go to the F1 Grand Prix at Miami. And this is the third Grand Prix in a row that Kimi Antonelli won. And the McLaren drivers rounded out the podium. Were you going to say something, Mike?
I didn't watch much of this race, but I did watch the highlights. And
Yeah.
I'm still not a fan of the Miami track. I'll put it that way.
A lot of people aren't. I mean, I think it's okay, but that's just my opinion. Four drivers DNF'd in this race, those being Nico Hulkenberg, Liam Lawson, Pierre Gasly, who flipped over, I should say, and Isaac Hadjar. Yeah. Lawson had a problem with his brakes, and that's what caused him to collide into Gasly and for him to flip over. Thankfully, he's okay. And Charles Leclerc originally finished 6th, but because he left the track on multiple occasions without a good reason, he was given a 20-second penalty, and that 6th place finish turned into an 8th place finish. And then Max Verstappen got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the white line in the pit exit, but he still finished 5th regardless of that penalty.
Yeah. At least Red Bull didn't finish too bad this time.
Well,
they're still not doing great, but
yeah, it's been a real fall from grace for Red Bull, I will say. I'm pretty sure like either Mercedes or McLaren are going to win the constructors' title, but hey, I could be wrong. It would be the first time. And like I thought that the Grand Prix for F1 was going to be like a really rainy one, but lo and behold, the rain went away. So, ready to move on to the IMSA race?
Sure.
All right. Admittedly, I missed the half hour of it because I was so hyper-focused on the Cup Series race, which we'll get to later. But for the most part, it was a pretty good race. It didn't look like there were many accidents or anything. We did have 3 cars out of the 33 DNF. And the winning car was what was the car number? Car number 5, Porsche 963, of Lauren Heinrich and probably gonna heavily butcher this name. Timen van der Helm. I really don't know how to pronounce that. I am so sorry. Like it's horrible that I'm a racing podcaster and I don't know how to pronounce a bunch of these names. But at least I'm honest about it. Did you guys get a chance to watch it?
Unfortunately, no.
Same here.
Yeah.
Did not.
Yeah, it was a pretty close race. The margin of victory was 0.758 seconds.
Huh.
And there was like a last lap pass, which is pretty cool to see. Uh, yeah, I noticed to a lot of people like sports car racing can be kind of boring with not a lot of passing, not a lot of close finishes or anything. But I thought this was a pretty good race. I think the WeatherTech SportsCar Championship is pretty fun to watch. Not just the Daytona 24 Hours, but just the series in general. You know. Um, and I'm thinking like when we have the time, we should like find a bunch of races to watch in our classic race watch along hobby. Because I'm sure like there's some pretty classic ones, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, trips down memory lane aside, let's move on to the NASCAR Cup Series race. So, Chase Elliott won after leading 87 laps. I mean, I thought the winner was going to be Kyle Larson, but he got into a crash and finished 34th, much to Craig's dismay.
I knew Larson was not going to do well once I heard he was too tight. It was just you couldn't do anything about it. If it wasn't for the memes of the waxing crescent, no, it's not going to be a good race for Larson.
Yeah. So
it's Elliott.
Yeah. So we had 4 drivers DNF, one of which was Corey Heim, who led 69 laps.
Nice.
I still maintain how this guy does not have a full-time ride in any of the top 3 NASCAR series. I have no idea because he is really good. The other drivers of DNF were Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, and Christopher Bell. We'll get to Ty Gibbs and Ryan Preece in a little bit.
Pit road problems.
Yeah, and tire problems. Quite a lot of them.
And I don't know if you actually gotten drunk that day.
I mean, I don't drink alcohol, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
For context, folks, in my Discord server, I have a little like drinking game, like of any kind of beverage, where if there's a tire failure, we take a sip of whatever it is we're drinking.
And with those tire failures, we had around 2, I believe, because of tire failures.
Yeah. Wait, there were only 2 tire failures? I could have sworn there were more than that.
Yeah, I swore it was, but no, it was only 2. It was one of them was Byron.
Yeah.
And then another one was Corey Heim.
Yeah, although Byron still managed to finish 8th. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good comeback on his part.
But Christopher Bell was the one with the Christopher Bell wreck was also probably a tire.
Yeah, that was Todd Gilliland that spun and unfortunately clipped Bell.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Bell. But we need to control ourselves, drivers.
Yeah.
Please.
So if you didn't hear the news, Ryan Preece was determined to have intentionally wrecked Ty Gibbs, and he ended up losing 25 driver points as a result.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm admittedly kind of bummed out about that because Preece is one of my favorite drivers. He, just like me, he comes from Connecticut. And people are still like really miffed about Kyle Busch not getting penalized despite him wrecking John Hunter Nemechek on the final lap.
I think it was. I thought Busch had to react that way because it was. It reminded me of the Elliott Hamlin situation. But the opposite direction from the Charlotte race, because it reminded me, hey, you're not clear. You're not clear. Yeah. You were doing so well. Don't overreact and do it. That's what happened to Busch. But how did he not get penalized, on the other hand? should have been sought out just like how Elliott was.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. So, Mike, you have anything you want to say about this race?
Not really.
Not really. I mean, you watched it, right?
Yes.
All right.
It was an Texas race.
And Texas race. That's not even grammatically correct, but whatever.
Exactly.
Well, it's North Texas, but not clearly. So.
But isn't Texas the place where Kyle Busch has done similar in the past?
Are you referencing that wreck with him and Ron Hornaday?
Yeah, but that was at Texas, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure that was, yeah.
Yes. Right when Hornaday was about to win his championship, the second to last race of the year, they were fighting together. They got loose. Next turn, Kyle Busch turned him.
Yep.
He did more than turned him. He freight trained him.
Yeah. Yeah, Hornaday, bumped into him to avoid, a back marker, and Kyle Busch pulled him like a Jordan and took it personally. But
hey, that was over a decade ago, so.
Yeah.
I think it was actually 17 years ago.
17?
I thought it was 2009.
I think it was 2011.
That was my second guess.
Yeah.
But
so anyway, since we still got a little bit of time, let's talk about some other NASCAR news that we heard. At least I heard. I don't know if Mike and Craig know about this, but at Watkins Glen this weekend, there are going to be tire barriers as a way of enforcing track limits some more. And I have a feeling that's...
The only thing I want tire barriers is literally at the dog leg. Nothing else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least one pile up with those tire barriers. Prove me wrong.
Hey, Preston.
Yeah?
I want you to listen. This is very important.
Okay.
Do not have a drinking game for anyone who hits the tire barriers.
I don't plan to. I already have one for tire failures, okay?
I will say this too.
On the weekend.
I wanna make a bet here.
Oh God!
If Austin Hill turns anybody into any of those tire barriers, someone owes me a $1 every time he does it. This week. That is it. There is a chance that Austin Hill will turn someone into that tire barrier. Even if it's SVG or even if it's anybody else that's leading the Xfinity race. Is he even racing the Cup race this week?
Who, Austin Hill?
Yes.
I haven't looked at the entry list, so I couldn't tell you. What are you looking at right now?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty.
He is not.
Okay.
But if he did, it would have been funny for me to have that good prediction, but
yeah,
not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's about all we got for tonight. Yeah, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
I just wanted to add something really quick.
What's that?
There was another death in motorsports that kind of affected me a lot.
Oh.
A guy that was a big part of drag racing named Kyle Loftus passed away yesterday. Mm-hmm. Last night, so.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say rest in peace to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got anything else, Craig?
I hope for the best for anybody to stay safe. Please please don't get injured in this race. SPG was almost hurt it last year, I heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
So be safe.
yep. Yeah. It's like I read in a book was motorsport is a sport, but it's not a game. But that aside, thank you very much for listening to the 12th episode of this podcast, and we hope you look forward to the next one. We're looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, we'll be able to deliver a good episode again. Thank you, Mike and Craig, for joining me again.
Sure thing.
Yep. And not much more to say, really. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good one.
Yep.